Get ready for the biggest stories dominating the news cycle right now. We start with a major cultural moment as Zendaya steps into the role of Athena, the goddess of weaving, in Christopher Nolan's epic adaptation of the Odyssey. We dive into how this powerful casting is shaping up for the July release, and we'll tell you everything you need to know about this monumental film. Involving Cassie and her career. This episode is packed with twists you have to see to believe. And finally, we wrap up with the full recap of Euphoria Season 3, Episode 6, where Rue calls on God for salvation, and the season finds a new direction. Don't miss a single detail of this explosive episode. Stay with us because we have more breaking news coming right after this. Zendaya is set to portray Athena, the goddess of weaving, in Christopher Nolan's upcoming adaptation of the Odyssey, scheduled for release on July 17, 2026. The film will feature Matt Damon as Odysseus, Anne Hathaway as Penelope, and Robert Pattinson as Antinous, while Tom Holland plays Telemachus. Adding a personal touch to the narrative, details emerged that Zendaya and Tom Holland enjoy crocheting together at home. This domestic side of their relationship has been highlighted by various public appearances and personal anecdotes. The casting of Zendaya as Athena, a figure central to Greek mythology who invented weaving and taught it to mortal women, marks a significant role for the actress. The loom is a key symbol associated with Athena in surviving Greek sources, alongside the spear and the owl. Beyond the film, the couple's relationship has garnered significant attention. Zendaya recently spoke on the New York Times Modern Love podcast about her feelings for Holland, describing a sense of peace and a unique nervousness when apart. Their engagement was confirmed in January 2025, with reports suggesting the wedding had already taken place. Zendaya's style choices for recent events have also been noted, featuring a mix of vintage and high fashion, including a Vivienne Westwood piece, white Louis Vuitton, a borrowed Armani Privé, and an electric Schiaparelli piece. In a separate, lighter note, Tom Holland's personal journey has also been in the news. His non-alcoholic beer brand, Barreau, was launched after he ceased drinking, and he has shared that crochet is a practice that helps him reset, stating, "I have to be lasered in." The story also touched upon Tom Daley's involvement in knitting, having made him a spiderweb holder by hand during the Tokyo Games. Euphoria Season 3 has delivered a shocking turn for the character Rue, with the fate of Zendaya's portrayal revealed in the latest episode. Following a perilous sequence in the previous installment where Rue was left buried in a ditch after an encounter with Alamo's henchmen, speculation surrounding her survival intensified, especially given rumors that this season might be the final installment of the HBO drama. In the newly released Episode 6, the tension finally breaks. Zendaya narrates a series of flashbacks detailing Alamo's early life, illuminating his trust issues stemming from his mother's dating life and his views on male conduct. Crucially, the episode confirms that Rue narrowly escapes death at the hands of Alamo. However, the danger does not end there. The episode concludes on a cliffhanger moment as Rue is nearly struck by an unknown vehicle that appears to be targeting her. She manages to escape the car and witnesses a burning bush, leaving viewers on edge as the season approaches its conclusion. With only 2 episodes remaining, anticipation is high, as reports indicate the finale is set to be the longest in HBO history. The latest episode of Euphoria, Season 3, Episode 6, delivered a complex mix of personal turmoil, legal maneuvering, and lingering dramatic tension. The episode opens with a cliffhanger involving Rue, who faces a confrontation with Alamo over a polo mallet. However, the narrative pivots through flashbacks revealing Alamo's difficult upbringing, highlighting his complex relationship with his mother and his resulting trust issues regarding women. Rue experiences a partial victory as her clandestine recording of an exchange between Lori and Alamo aids her in navigating legal troubles. Despite this progress, internal conflicts persist. A volatile interaction with Jules culminates in a physical altercation where Rue collapses, signaling ongoing emotional instability. Seeking solace, Rue connects with her estranged mother, expressing a desire for redemption and salvation to move past mistakes. Meanwhile, the episode introduced significant developments for Cassie, who secures a prominent role in LA Nights. Her performance is highlighted by a flashback revealing her background as a performer who uses her body to tell stories, leading to revelations about her work on OnlyFans and the studio's demands. This path is complicated by external pressures, including a delivery containing a finger from her estranged husband, Nate, sent by his lenders. Adding another layer of intrigue is the evolving dynamic between Alamo and Maddie. Maddie is now managing Alamo's dancers, positioning them with Cassie for provocative photos, demonstrating Maddie's calculated approach to provocation, even in the face of Alamo's inherent threat. The episode concludes with a moment of high suspense as Rue narrowly escapes a near-fatal incident on the road, only to be confronted by a burning bush, hinting at deeper, unresolved elements as the season moves toward its climax. The latest installment of Euphoria Season 3, Episode 6, plunges into themes of redemption as the protagonist Rue seeks salvation from God. Showrunner Sam Levinson appears to be offering a respite from the series' intense violence and absurdity as the narrative focuses on hope for Rue and Cassie. The episode opens with a flashback to the 1970s, highlighting a moment when Alamo Brown's mother inspired a young Alamo to become wary of deception. In the present, Rue confronts a dangerous situation, successfully preventing Alamo from assaulting her by demanding a photo of a vault key. This key is linked to Faye's boyfriend, Wayne, who is revealed to have alarming ties to neo-Nazism, evidenced by a swastika tattoo. Faye's decision to help Rue is swayed by an offer of money. Meanwhile, tension mounts between Rue and Maddie, as Rue warns her about dealing with Alamo, while Maddie remains defiant. Interwoven with this drama, hints of Rue's undercover work for the DEA surface, as Bishop suggests Maddie might be involved. A tense meeting between Lori and Alamo results in a peace treaty concerning drug shipments, which Rue overhears, confirming the DEA's potential future support for her. Rue contemplates a new life with Jules, reflecting on her anxiety and the need to live for something greater. Seeking solace, Rue finds herself in a church, receiving a call from her mother, Leslie, where she confesses her desire for redemption and a fresh start. The episode contrasts the show's recent depravity with its earlier, more grounded explorations of teenage struggles. Cassie also receives a moment of humanity as the narrative shifts its treatment of her, following a stressful on-set incident involving a script change and a subsequent decision to delete her OnlyFans account. Meanwhile, Nate faces personal turmoil related to his project, and Rue takes decisive action, using the duplicate key to confront Alamo, leading her on a perilous journey through the desert where she experiences a profound, almost spiritual, encounter that raises questions about her search for meaning. Euphoria Season 3 is currently streaming on HBO Max.